Hey, I'm back. Welcome to the channel. I'm about to ring this bell so that it can clear out the energies and help the communication to flow the way it should. Divinely guided. All right. Okay, let's put that down. All right, well, it's been a while since I've been online making videos. I've been basically organizing, doing what I gotta do, taking care of my needs as they make themselves known to me. Life is amazing. It's a constant flow of creativity, a constant flow of many different opportunities that always flow to me, and I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for everything that I get the opportunity to be a part of, especially when it helps me to feel very accomplished. I know that in life, we just have to find things to be grateful for, and that helps us to move along further in our journey with ease, rather than constantly seeing the bad in everything, because that can be very cyclical and addictive to just focus on negative things. That's like it's like too easy to do that, but we have to do the opposite. The opposite of that is finding everything that's working out well. Because the more we focus on what's actually working out for us, the more things work out for us. And this doesn't mean to do spiritual bypass or anything. It just means like take the time to also remember that there are good things happening. Yes, we do have to express ourselves, express and release all the pain and trauma that may have happened to us, because if we keep those things inside, it does have a risk of actually eating or debilitating us, in a way that is not good, because it's like not processing, like if we don't process the trauma, it just stays. But if we take the time to release it, we could process it, and as we process it, we're basically transmuting the negative experience into a positive experience. And we can do that by doing many different things like poetry, singing, art. There's so many avenues of how we can transmute negative energy, instead of like getting into a worse situation, like actually fighting the actual, like people involved that may have hurt us. Like, we gotta keep in mind that not everybody knows exactly how to be. Everybody's just being how they are. Like, we don't know whether somebody's gonna like us or not like us, because of the fact that what may be good for me may not be good for someone else, type of thing. Everybody has different likes and dislikes. So that's the reason why it's so important to find our tribe, find the people that we are in harmony with. Because if we're in a chaotic energy with someone else, with someone that is not in harmony with us, then it's just a recipe for disaster. It's a recipe for illness, for disease, for sickness, for death. And that's something that you definitely don't want to focus your energy on, because it's like whatever you sow, you shall reap. So if you sow bad seeds, you're going to reap bad fruit. I've been skating as often as possible. I've been going to the park. I've been traveling to new skate parks, exploring my neighborhood and my surroundings. I'm constantly growing and expanding in consciousness through the information that I absorb from all the experiences that I experience. Life is a constant. Life is like school, There's many different grades and many different levels in life. Like, school was just preparing us for life. Some people only go to, some people don't go to school. Some people only made it to middle school, and then some people made it to high school, and some made it to college, and some made it to graduate school. And just because you went to school doesn't mean that you know everything. But at the same time, going to school helps you to understand certain things that somebody that did not reach a certain level wouldn't understand. But at the same time, it's like they're still living the school of life. That's why some people may learn some certain things faster than others, because they chose a different path, and that path had different lessons. Just like people that went to school dealt with the lessons that occurred in school. We all are different pieces of the puzzle. So, yeah, that's just what life is about, and all of us have talents and skills that we can use to improve life for ourselves and everyone around us. That's why when somebody might have some jealousy over someone's position in life, they don't even realize that that person knows exactly what they have to do, and which is why they're in that position. You know, like, everybody's in different positions for certain reasons. Like, I may have chose this path for a certain reason, because I knew that based upon my beginning in life, how I started out, allowed me to be aware of certain things that only I experienced. So because I experienced those things, I have a certain quality to my subconscious understanding or understanding that allows me to be way more like tailor-made for a certain position, a certain role in society. And being that I have this intellect, it allows me to communicate a certain way, communicate things in a way that I know how. You know, everybody communicates differently. It's just like how some people just have a large vocabulary, and the more larger your vocabulary, the more words you know, the more you can, the more aspects of reality you can perceive. But if you only have a certain amount of words you understand or comprehend, you will only be able to perceive only a certain spectrum of you know, life. Each word is a key to a door in life. Each, like if you keep on reading and learning new words and new things, all of those things are keys. They open different realms of reality. The more you know, the more you can open different realms of reality. If you don't know certain things, you can't enter certain realities. And everything exists in this very moment. It's just that you only are tapping into like maybe 35% or 50% or 70%. There's a whole lot more that you could be tapping into, but if you only know a certain amount of things, you can only tap but so much. So that's another thing. Psychedelic plant medicine actually opens us to a different perspective, which is another type of key. That's why, and it's the same with herbs, you know, which is plant medicine, as I said. You know, herbs, different herbs have different frequencies, and those frequencies tune into a certain type of, you know, it's like it allows us to, like when we ingest plant medicine, herbs, they teach us how to vibrate just like it does, which can assist us in healing a certain aspect of us that has lost touch with nature, which is the reason why the more we ingest herbs through tea form or just eating different type of herbs, like the more we get in tune with nature and we start to get healthier and healthier. Like when we lose health, it's really because we're not in touch with nature. We're not in touch with certain aspects of nature that allow us to just be relaxed and at ease. So I don't know, I'm just speaking from whatever's coming out right now. Like, I did not write anything before I decided to make this video. I just felt like it's important for me to make a video so that I could just continue just doing what I have to do and processing all these thoughts and my consciousness. I know I have way more that I could talk about, but you know, I'm having one of those moments where it's like I have to take a little rest period in order for my mind to just get back in the flow of what I'm trying to communicate. All of us are vessels for the consciousness that the universe is trying to bring into reality. And it's like the more of a vessel we allow ourselves to be, the more smoother that information just flows through. But if we constantly neglect that aspect of us, that's what causes different situations to occur. Like, for example, like, you know, what I'm about to say right now it's not medical advice or anything, but yeah, like, and I am not a doctor, but one thing that I feel is that when we are constantly neglecting ourselves and what we need, that can cause us to dissociate. And then because we've created a pattern of like not really being ourselves, because we constantly had to give up ourselves to be around a certain energetic field, whether that be a work environment, whether that be a relationship, whether that be any type of environment. Like when we are in certain environments that kind of don't allow us to be ourselves, and they always constantly want something from us that is not having to do with our flow of consciousness and our ideas, but it's just like, it's like we have to choose whether we focus on us or focus on what they want from us. That split that occurs when we block ourselves off, that can cause dissociation because of a pattern. It's a pattern that is constantly being done over and over and over. And then after a while, it's like you might start to feel like you don't remember how you are. Like, it's like you have a loss of self. And this loss of self it can feel very disturbing. It could feel confusing. And at that moment, it's like we have to slow down and just take walks, try to do things that help us to feel like we're more in our bodies again, because we constantly were being taken out of our bodies. Like, we were neglecting the side of us that needed attention because somebody else or something else wanted our attention. So we constantly gotta do something different. And people may not understand why you don't show up anymore, but it's like you have to take responsibility for your health, and feeling dissociation is very important to take care of that as soon as possible, because dissociation can also lead to even worse things like memory loss, because like in a way dissociation is a type of memory loss. It is a type of memory loss, because you're losing the memory of how you naturally are. And it's because you have so many thoughts, and so many thoughts that aren't yours. So many belief systems that aren't even yours, that you adopted without realizing it. And we have to get back to being grounded and in tune with ourselves, with our true selves. Yeah. My cat is meowing at me. He's so cute. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing by making this video. I'm doing my best to get back in tune with myself. Alright, so until next time, I hope I said something that can expand your comprehension of things and reality. And I hope that it helps you to just improve in any way that is for the highest good of you and the highest good of the world, and what the universe is here to do, to allow us to be joyful, happy, healthy, abundant, wealthy, prosperous people. All right, until next time. See you soon.